Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in TZIPISA Yoshua of the Horowitz, yearning for redemption, and he continues to speak about the distinction between the two types of groups of Jews that are going to be around in the ikvus of the Mashiach when Mashiach will come, or before he's going to arrive. Okay, Chazal explain based on the following verse: Ein ben Dovid ba. Dovid, the son of Dovid, which means Mashiach will not come, ad sheyirbu hamalshinus, until the slanderers amongst Klal Yisrael increase. Well, that's pretty bad. That means that the only way that Mashiach will come is if there's people that are being malshin, they're slandering on Klal Yisrael, and it's the Jewish people that are doing that. Because of this, Chazal is saying it so strongly and forcibly, no one's going to be saved or helped. There's no one who has the strength, no heads of the people that have the power to strengthen our das, our religion, our Yiddishkeit. If in the end of the day, the Malshinim are going to end up increasing, so even if a Rav gets up and says we have to stop all of this slandering, it's not going to help because it's part and parcel of Mashiach coming. Alternatively, it also says until the numbers of the Torah students diminish. Mashiach is not going to come until there's less people learning Torah. Uperish Rashi explains over there, when there's Talmidei Chachamim, and there's Bachrim that are learning in Yeshiva, and there's Avrechim that are learning in Koilel, they give strength to Klal Yisrael and allow them and help them to do tshuva, to return to do good. Now it's going to be found that in their case as well, the faithful servants to Hashem, they are Ella Yumu'atim, but they're going to be few in number. And therefore they won't have the ability to prevent the rest of Klal Yisrael from weakening their avodas Hashem. When there's more Talmidei Chachamim, and they're learning Torah, and they're teaching, and they're being mashpia, they have a chance to have an influence. So then there's a very good possibility that Klal Yisrael can do tshuva and return to the side of good. But if part of the Yemaisa Mashiach, of the days preceding Mashiach, is going to be that the Talmidim, that these students that are learning are going to diminish and become less, so then how is it possible for Klal Yisrael to do the tshuva that it needs to do? We have a verse that tells us about the time of the redemption itself. V'zarati es beis Yisrael, I will plant for the house of Yisrael zera adam v'zera behema, the seed of man and the seed of animals. What does that mean? Because of the Gemara explains over there, the zera behema koil adam, the seed of animals is referring to a person. She'ein boi loy mikra v'loy mishnah v'loy Gemara. It's referring to someone who has no knowledge of Tanakh, of Mishnah, or of Gemara. And that's a person that is considered to be the animal. And then, of course, you have Adam, you have man, and man is going to be the person that is replete with Tanakh and Mishnah and Gemara. So there's these two types of people, says the Horowitz. There will be two types of people that are found. The canal, like you mentioned above, Messiahim, and both of them will help the canal to bring the redemption nearer, as you mentioned above. So it's a wondrous situation that Klal Yisrael will find itself in the ichvus of the Mashiach before Mashiach comes. On one hand, we need tzaddikim, we need people that are doing the right thing, that are cleaving to Hashem, and they are begging and pleading and trying to the best of their abilities through their good deeds to bring Mashiach to this world. But it's clear in Tanakh and Chazal that there's a whole other subsection, or even a whole other half of Klal Yisrael, and these are the people that are going to be drowning in the mire of impurity and far away from Yiddishkeit and the like. But they also are going to help to bring about Mashiach. We're going to have to see how exactly that works, and we have to decide for ourselves which side of the fence are we going to be on. Are we going to be with the tzaddikim, with Talmidei Chachamim, with those people that are in the right way, trying to be Mashiach, or are we going to fall into the trap of being the weak ones of Klal Yisrael, who will fulfill the words of Chazal with all these negative things, and that itself will also be a precursor for Mashiach coming. Stay tuned until next week, Be'ezras Hashem. Have a wonderful Shabbos.